Hi everyone, it's Kieran here, a Magical Traveller, and come and join me as we take a look around Ambassador Ambition. She was originally launched in 1999, however, recently Ambassador Cruise Lines have taken the ship on board and given her a bit of a facelift. By today's standards, she is a small ship running at just 8 passenger decks, and she runs with a crew of 670. Then, when at double occupancy, she can hold 1,248 passengers. Despite being a small ship, that doesn't mean that she doesn't lack any character or charm. Ambassador really have done a fantastic job in refreshing all the public spaces. Ambassador do pride themselves on their premium value cruising as well as their no-fly cruise program. That means that you can join the ship from regional departures across the UK, however that does mean that you are subject to the British weather, as you can see here when we did join in Belfast. That said, however, the Lido deck does offer ample space for relaxing in the sun with hot tubs and pools for enjoying those warmer climate sailings. Then, just off the Lido deck is where you'll find Alfredo Grill, a great place to grab a light bite such as a pizza or a burger. That then leads us into the Borough Marketplace, which is going to be the main buffet on board Ambition. This is where you're going to want to head if you want to get your breakfast, dinner or evening meal in a casual venue. There's ample choice available for the multiple service stations, and there are a number of stations located throughout the buffet that did offer multiple different options for food. If you wanted to grab things like a fish and chips, or if you wanted to get a carvery, there was something for everyone. And you are always welcome to make yourself a tea and coffee at any time from these self-service machines. Then, as we make our way around the Borough Marketplace and head back outside, we arrive at Lupino's, which is a Mediterranean-inspired specialty dining venue located just off of the Lido deck. Now, let's make our way back inside the ship and to the ship's foyer. This is going to be where you're going to enter the ship on your first day, and this is also where you will find key facilities like the reception desk, as well as the concierge desk if you do need any assistance whilst you are on board. Just across from this is where you'll find destination experiences to help you plan your port adventures. And then across from the opposite side of the foyer is where you're going to find the Future Cruises desk. So if you did enjoy your cruise at any time whilst you're on board, you may want to head here to book another one. And then some of you will be pleased to know that Ambition does in fact have a promenade deck. Now, we're actually going to head up to Deck 6 and explore the venues along the Deck 6 area. Just as you come off the reception area, you will find the Angel Bar, so if you did want to enjoy a coffee or a drink, then this is definitely somewhere you're going to want to head to relax. Then, moving further on the ship is where you're going to find the onboard library. This is going to be a great place to head to if you wanted to borrow a book to read whilst you are on board the ship, and just generally to relax and unwind in a quiet space on board. Joining onto the library, you will find Aces and Eights, which is also going to be the games room where you can enjoy playing card games or get your friends together to play a friendly board game. If we then keep heading after the ship, we will arrive at the Clifton Lounge, which is going to be one of the various lounges on board the ship to where you can relax and unwind during the daytime or enjoy an alcoholic beverage in the evenings if you wanted to. Live music is performed here in the evenings, so there's definitely going to be a great atmosphere here if you want to enjoy your evenings on board Ambition. Then if we head further down the ship, you will come across Grafton Street. This is going to be a multi-purpose space that's used throughout your sailing, however you will mainly find crafts and activities located here. Then if we cut across the elevator and just opposite to the other side of the ship, you will come across the Photo Lab. This is going to be where you're going to run ahead if you want to purchase a photo or a keepsake from your cruise, which then takes us back to the Clifton Lounge. Throughout these decks, you will come across these touchscreens that you can use if you want to find your way around the ship. Now, this is also going to be where you can find the ship's schedule as well each day, but don't panic, you can also get a printed copy delivered to your cabin each day as well. But if you ever did want to check just what the activity schedules are and what's running and what times the shows are in the evening, this is going to be a great place to do that. Equally important, if you ever get lost and need to find a venue or remember where your cabin is, you can use these terminals to enter your cabin number and it will show you where your cabin is located. A really handy feature to have if you ever get lost while you are on board Ambition. Located at the aft of Deck 6, you will find one of two of the main dining rooms on board Ambition. Now this is going to be the Holyrood restaurant, which on the website does state is only available for dinner service. The unique thing about this restaurant, however, is it does offer fantastic wake views in an alfresco dining area as well. So I can imagine if you are sailing in one of the warmer climates, this will be a beautiful way to enjoy an evening meal on board. Then next door is where you will find Saffron, one of the specialty restaurants on board Ambition. Now it is going to be an Asian specialty restaurant and will take food inspired by India and Goa. However, if you are on a longer sailing, that will then expand and you'll find food inspired by the regions of Thailand and Far East Asia and so much more. There is an extra charge for dining here, but as you can see, the decor is absolutely beautiful. And again, it's a really lovely complement to the offerings available in the main dining room. Let's head down to deck 5 to briefly join the other main dining room on board, which is going to be the Buckingham restaurant. The Buckingham restaurant is going to serve breakfast, dinner and your evening meal. However, breakfast is mainly served buffet style with the option for a handful of table service items. The same can be said for lunch service, where you can find starter, soup and desserts available buffet style with main course served to your table. All meal services on board are done in the traditional first seating, second seating format, and you can arrange which time you would like at the time of making your booking. If we then make our way up to deck 7, we will find the Cavern. This is named after the famous bar where the Beatles once performed in Liverpool. This is going to be the largest lounge on board and where a lot of the evening entertainment will take place on board Ambition. We did get the chance to try a number of cocktails on board, ranging between £6 and £7, so really great value for your drinks whilst you are on board. Drinks packages are also available at the time of booking your cruise. As we then head to the other exit or entrance, you will then find lots of tribute on the wall to Liverpool and to the Beatles as well. Then let's head back down to deck 5, and if we head forward from the foyer, this is where we'll find the Pendennis bar. This is going to be the late night bar which stays open the latest on board, and it's located just across from the Galleria shops. So if you're somebody who wants some retail therapy once you are on board Ambition, this is going to be where you're going to want to head to. Then right at the very front of the ship on deck 5 is where you'll find the Purple Turtle. Now this bar does have lots of small little alcoves for you, so you can get a quiet drink and chat with your friends if you wanted to. It's also going to be the place to head if you are a fan of a glass of wine or two as well. As you can see from here in this display case, there's plenty of choice of wines whilst you are on board, and there's also a really playful decor choices that tie into the wine bar concept. This is also going to be the pre-reception drinks bar for the Palladium, the onboard theatre. If you wanted to get a drink before you went in to watch your evening show, then definitely Purple Turtle is going to be the place to head to. Then, if we follow the stairs up into the Palladium, we will be in the main theatre, which is where you will find the production shows each evening of your sailing. It's also going to be one of the venues that's used for the enrichment program on board, so if you're heading off on one of those shore excursions, this could be one of the places you meet for your pre-excursion briefing. So guys, what do you think? Tell us in the comments below what you think of Ambassador Ambition, and if you are interested in sailing on her, then definitely get in touch with us using the contact details on the screen or in the comments below. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!